When you look at the move of the Jets bringing Tim Tebow here, you got to look at it on a couple of levels. Everyone's talking about, there could be a conflict with Mark Sanchez, a quarterback controversy. But you got to realize something about the Jets. When they appeared in Hard Knocks 2 years ago on HBO, they knew what they were getting into. They were going to create a controversy. They were going to define their brand. After they lost last year, didn't get in the playoffs, that kind of petered out. So now what you have is them bringing Tim Tebow here. You have a controversy waiting to brew. You have a guy who's a phenomenon with strong religious convictions who attracts a whole other fan base. What am I talking about? Selling a few more seats. Now, we don't know if he's going to play or not because he's the backup. But if he does get in, that's only going to make him a bigger TV property. A lot of the talk you hear now is about Tebow being used primarily and solely in Wildcat package, which should have him, in for a certain number of plays per game in a very defined role. But even with that said, it's all going to come down. Even if he's running out of the Wildcat, when Sanchez has a bad game, with any backup quarterback, the fans are chanting for that person. With Tebow, it's going to be worse because he has this bigger following. So the Wildcat will help some because people will get to see him play. But I don't think it will go any way to blotting out any quarterback controversies that might arise during the season. Rex Ryan, without all this happening now, is going to be on the hot seat. Last season, at the end of the year, he said he didn't have the pulse of his locker room when a lot of anonymous quotes criticizing quarterback Mark Sanchez came out. He said he wasn't aware of any of this. He wasn't aware of the turmoil, wasn't aware of the dissension. Well, now he's got to deal with those players and this whole Tebow phenomenon. Because what's going to happen the first time Sanchez doesn't play a good game, the crowd's shouting, "We want Tebow." Rex will go into the post-game press conference and will be asked about it. And how he handles that, if he handles it, if he can handle it, is going to be very important. All this move they made has a lot of parts to it, and it's not all just about winning or losing. A lot of it is about business and expanding their brand.